Hello everybody, GamerPenny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play. We are in Copperbell Mines. I just got into the group. I've been waiting about 20 minutes, so I did a little something outside of this group waiting to come in here. I was trying to finish up our hunting log for our level 10 to 15. I have one more entry to finish, and we were on our way to do it. And I noticed there was a quest. Oh, they're saying hi. So, talkative group. So, I'm going to say hello, too. Hello. We were on our way to do it, and there was actually a quest that we were going to do on the way there that I want to do right after this. So, it does look like we have some higher level people in here as well with us. So, this is actually a pretty cool dungeon. There's going to be some interesting boss fights in this. One in particular where, as DPS, you kind of, sit back and take care of ads. You don't even fight the boss until a certain point in the fight. So, I actually like this dungeon quite a bit. So it should be interesting to see how it goes. Another thing that I want to say that I did, not off camera or really anything, but and depending when you watch this, it might still be going on, so definitely make sure to check it out. But there's actually sort of a what do I want to say, a promotion going on right now of if you buy something on Amazon and it, am I with a bunch of Lalafels? I just realized I'm the only non-Lalafel. But right now, if you buy something off Amazon, and I think it has to be $20 or more, and there might be some other stipulations or whatever, but you are actually eligible to get a code for some in-game items for Final Fantasy XIV, and actually redeemed those items today, and got some pretty cool things. I got a new mount, which I can't wait until we get the skill so I can show you all these new mounts that we've been getting. But I did get a new mount, and I got a new sort of cosmetic gear, and it's completely Stormblood, so they're all in preparation for Stormblood. The one I got kind of looks like I don't want to say like a geisha, but maybe like a samurai type thing. It looks awesome, so I'll show you that after we're out of this Copperbell mine. But if you're watching it, make sure to check out and see if that's something you can do if you use Amazon. I don't know when the promo ends, but it might still be running because I think it's like a promo for Stormblood. And what I did is I wound up buying. So they're remastered Final Fantasy XII for the PlayStation 4, and I pre-purchased that. And that was my over $20 Amazon purchase that went towards getting my codes. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to fight this big guy here. Because the big guy is going to do way more damage. That's who our tank's probably going after. I'd like to take that big guy out before the little one, but looks like some people are fighting the little one, which that's fine. Our healer's doing a pretty good job. I think it's a white mage healer, actually. And to be honest, I don't see a whole lot of white mage healers. I mostly see scholars or, what's the one? Astrologican? Look, Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of words that I don't know how to say. Astrologian or whatever. I don't know. I tried Astrologian and I really liked it. The only reason I didn't play Astrologian on my other character was on the controller. I found it was really hard on a controller. It was easier to do a melee or a damage dealer. But we might look into the Astrologian on this character now that I'm on the computer again on PC. The only thing with, and I don't know if Stormblood's going to do the same thing. I haven't excuse me, I haven't really read a whole lot on Stormblood. But with the Astrologian, the Mechanist, and the Dark Knight, you had to get another character through Heavensward to unlock those classes, and it kind of I don't know, it kind of limits it a little bit. I'm glad they didn't do that with the ninja. So the ninja you can get at low level. You can pick that up as soon as you're able to pick up another class, and I think it's like level 10. I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that they do that. Whoops, nope. That they do that with the 2 new. I think there's going to be 2 new classes, the samurai and the red mage. And to be honest, I haven't read a whole lot on it. I want to be kind of surprised when we go into Stormblood. And like I've said before, we are not going to get to Stormblood anytime soon. We have probably 100+ hours of story that we have to get through before we do that. So if you're expecting to see Stormblood content on here, you're going to be a little bit disappointed for a while here. We've got a lot to do. So, 1 sec TP. Okay, he's waiting for his, actually I don't know what the T stands for. Is it like, I don't want to say talent points. I forget what the T stands for. It's what the melee and stuff use for their skills. Where we're using mana, they're using TP. Actually, it's the when we use sprint, it sucks up all of our TP. So, just in case you didn't know that. But yeah. So that's what I've done off camera. I didn't do a whole lot. I thought I was gonna do some crafting off camera, but so here's the thing. I actually joined our company's softball team, and I'm not a softball player. I like baseball, and I watch baseball a ton. I actually play MLB on the PS4. Alright. But I've not ever played it before, so going to practice and like trying to play it for the first time, I'm really sore. so I haven't really been playing a lot of games because I've just been kind of like sleeping a little bit. I know that's the worst thing to do when you're sore because you're not used to like working certain muscles and stuff. But yeah, I've just been kind of taking it easy. But now that I'm feeling a little bit better and not like I'm gonna fall over just walking to and fro, I'm gonna try to work on some off-camera stuff with Vesper here so that we're all set. There's actually 2 things that I like to do after we get out of this dungeon, and we're actually going kind of slow for this dungeon, to be honest. But I feel that way anytime I come in this dungeon. There's a lot of trash in here. This one has, and so in an MMO, trash mobs are mobs that are not bosses. I'm not saying, like, calling things trash. Like, it's just the mobs that are not bosses. So, this dungeon just, it feels like there's a lot of them. Blast off! So we're blasting open this thing so that we can get into our first boss. This first boss, not a whole lot, right? Is this the one? Yeah, this is not even really a boss. We're gonna kill a bunch of things, and I'm probably gonna do very little in this fight because of my cast time. To be honest, I've never done this as a caster. We're gonna have trouble, so it's gonna spawn a lot of things that I don't have an instant kill. See, everything's dying before I can get a cast off, so we might have a couple problems with this boss fight. But he's gonna spawn a bunch of little guys, and you just kind of pick them off. Just make sure you protect your healer at all times, as usual. And then when the big boss comes, it's just normal boss mechanics. Stay out of the fire. Don't get hit. Protect the healer. Focus your fire, that sort of stuff. And he's gonna come from up here, so they're all jumping down from up there. I think, right? Yeah. These guys are like the bob-ombs. So you want to make sure you take care of those before they explode. And these guys, our healer's actually doing some damage to it, so kind of funny. Yeah, so just a bunch of little trash, and then the big guy's gonna come eventually, but I think this might be the point where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sick of killing all these different things. Well, that sound, so I rewatched some of the videos. There's at one point, it made that sound, and I was like, what is that sound? It's the limit break filling up. So we can use the limit break. And I discovered, last time we were in a dungeon, right? Here's the boss. What the, caster's limit break was, and it was an AoE one, so let's put a thunder on him. So the lore of this place is that, kind of like, the Balrogs in Lord of the Rings, these giants got, you know, buried beneath the mountain. The Lalafels were starting to mine a mineral from the mountain, and these giants were buried here for hundreds of years, and the Lalafels mined too deep and brought them up. Oh, those look awesome! Can I try on? Get out of my clothes here. Can I see the? Can I see the head? Well, they're like goggles. We can't wear them though, so I gotta pass them. But they're pretty cool goggles that you can get from here. So we do start to want to watch what gear drops, because I think starting with this one is gonna outlevel the current gear that we have on that we got from the Hall of the Novice. So we do want to start paying attention to what gear is dropping. After we get this done, I think we're going to continue the quest where I just want to mount at this point. I was running around trying to do the hunting log, and I just needed a mount. I was getting really like, oh god, I need to mount. I was pressing the button, shift 1 and everything to try and get the mount, but I kept forgetting. But so after this, we'll go and get our mount through the quest line. You just follow the quest line. It's going to take you right to that. And then it's going to be a little bit before you get to another dungeon. I can't actually remember what the next one is. It might be like Halatali. But I think the only time you're required to go in there might be for a hunting log. But a Grand Company hunting log. So the Grand Companies are going to be what we unlock to get our mount. Lots of guys in here, so we'll just go ahead and take care of these with some AoE fire. But yeah, so I'm really excited to continue the story and not have to worry about this dungeon crawl. But the other thing, this is kind of off topic and not towards this game, but Final Fantasy XII is getting a remaster. I am so excited for that. Final Fantasy XII is like, to me, a little bit of an underrated Final Fantasy, where when everyone says what their favorite Final Fantasy is, no one says 12. Like, no one even remembers 12. But I loved it. I absolutely loved Final Fantasy 12. Specifically, Balthier, who actually is a voice actor in this game for part of the time. He voices one of the guys later on that we'll meet. So I thought that was pretty cool. Am I taking a lot of damage? Did I stand in something, or did I pull? Probably. I probably pulled. There was a lot of guys here. But yeah, so I'm so excited for that. I'm looking at a way where we can possibly record what's on our PlayStation 4 and get them onto YouTube. So I'm looking how to do that. I'll have to learn a little bit how to do that before I'm able to. But just so you guys know, I might play. There's a couple of PS4 games that I really want to play, and that is one of them. The remastered Final Fantasy 12. The other one is World of Final Fantasy. It came out recently, like within the last year for sure, but the last few months after that. Can I go get this treasure chest? Is there something in here? No. I've spotted this and I'm gonna pick it up. Oh, see? Good thing I ran in there. I can't use it, but so I wanted to play that, the World of Final Fantasy, because it's a long game though, is the only thing. It would be very long to go through it. But I think it would be very fun. Because I played for a little bit, and didn't get very far, but I thought it was a great game, and if I was recording, it would be a lot of fun to do that. So this is the boss where we're just going to stand back. So it has a weird mechanic where, see right now, we're not doing a whole lot to him. We're not even going to hit this guy. So don't hit that guy. What you have to do actually is, I guess I'll get this. Powder chamber. Oh no, we gotta wait for that. You have to blow up these fire guys on the boss, and see now he's, oh, someone stood in it. Now he's two. He's two people. So you've got two people back here, and you have to keep doing that until he gets small enough where you're gonna do damage. Because I can try to hit them, but no, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do any damage. You don't want to hit these guys. There may be some Spriggans that pop up, like the Spriggan Quencher here. This guy we kill, because he's going to try to destroy that there. But yeah, don't stand in that. This guy got wrecked. This guy definitely got wrecked by that, and I think we got to do one more after this. He stood in that blast and got annihilated. But our job, basically, in this fight is to watch for those Spriggan fighters. Make sure they don't come, because they'll come and they'll try to kill that blast cap there. This guy, they'll try to kill that guy. And our job is not to kill that guy. It's to leave him alone. Our job is to kill this guy. Because when that blast cap dies, it splits up the guys so that they can be small. And I think at this one we should be able to, now we can kill them. So now we can just go ahead and kill these little ickers. Take care of him here. There we go. So that's that fight. I mean, it's very simple. I assume the first person who ever did it had problems like figuring out how to do it. But after that, it's very simple. Just you stand back as a DPS, and all you gotta worry about is those Spriggans back there. The tank, just make sure that you're fighting that icker. You're not gonna do much damage to it. But when the blast cap comes up, go ahead and pull them over to the icker and make sure that that icker is within that blast. And you're not. So that's all that goes. And then, yeah, healer, just keep everyone alive and try not to pull the blast cap. So that's probably one of my favorite fights, because the first time you did it, you're like, what the heck is going on? And if no one explained it, you would have got yelled at if you hit the blast cap. So pretty fun fight, that one. I actually, I really like that boss fight and that mechanic where, you know, in a lot of MMOs, it's like, who can do the most damage? Well, in that one, it's no, you gotta follow the mechanic or you're gonna screw your group over. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like that. I like those kind of fights. Am I not doing, like, any damage to this guy? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so Copperbell, like I said, is so long. It's kind of a tedious one where you have really cool fights, and then you got like this trash fights where I wish there were a faster way to just get to the boss. I think we only got one more boss though. Yeah, Gygus the Great. And he's kind of a cool fight, and I'm gonna be curious to see what technique they want to do. There's a couple different techniques to take him out. You can do just burn him down and ignore all the ads, which is probably, I'm assuming everyone does that now. So I'm assuming that's what this group is going to do. But there are mechanics where you got to try to control the ads that come out. And I don't know if they're going to want to control the ads and beat down the ads, or just focus on the boss. I'm assuming, like I said, everyone pretty much focuses on the boss, so I'm gonna go with that technique, unless they yell at me to do otherwise. So we'll see. Now let's get some mana back here. Oh, I didn't eat. I don't have a food buff on. Oh well. I remembered to repair my gear, so that's good. But I did not get a food buff, which, I mean, low levels, you'll be all right without a food buff, but it's probably helpful to get one on. Our tank is going down. I don't know if the healer is having trouble, or yeah, they might have got a little bit of a leg spike or something. Where are we going? This way? So we're just gonna continue. See, this is all the trash I'm talking about. Like, this is a lot of trash mobs to have to kill. But I guess you're in a dungeon for a reason, so might as well make use of your time. What other games are coming out? So I pre-ordered Final Fantasy XII. I saw on there that you can already pre-order Final Fantasy VII, the remake. But I heard that Final Fantasy VII is going to be released in episodes. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that... I hope that one does really well, because it's hailed as one of the greatest Final Fantasy games ever made. I'm not sure. I have my favorites, and... Oh, here. Slaves no more! Free! Free! So he's breaking out. Hopefully they don't pull. I'm not in there. This guy's busting out. Here comes the last boss fight. I really hope they didn't pull the boss and I'm locked outside, but... Hope they saw that I was watching the cutscene. Just attack the boss, ignore the ads. Okay, they want to do the attack one. They fell asleep. So they want to do we're going to completely ignore the ads. So the one that we're not doing is you got to kill the ads before they break through the wall and spawn more ads. So they want to do where we're just going to fight this guy. We're just going to focus the boss, burn the boss, get him down. I don't know why the tank's not pulling him over to the side. Normally when you're going to do this technique, you pull this guy over to the side here because it means less of this, less running around. He's going to be over here anyway. So we should just stay over here, and it's going to make the area where he has to run around less. So easier for people to fight him. So this is normally where you fight him, just like this. And see, if we were not just burning and we were doing the ads, we would go after this guy. But we're not going to. We're just going to burn this guy. Burn him down. And I hope that our monk over here is going to use his limit break when he gets down here. Because it'd be really cool to show you a limit break. Like I think I said this in another episode. There's really only one low level, not even low level. There's really only one dungeon that I know of where the range is supposed to. Because usually you're just fighting one boss. But is it Ifrit? The Ifrit fight? The hard mode Ifrit fight. You do need an AoE damage, so that's when you would use, as a range caster, that's when you would use. Looks like our monk is not going to use the limit break, unfortunately. He really should have. But, oh well. We did it! So, uneventful dungeon, easy peasy dungeon. Kind of a cool one. We are going to watch any cutscenes that we have. Duty complete. Vesper on the Lalafels. All the Lalafels. I really want to pass out my player commendation though. Again, we didn't get anything out of this dungeon, which kind of stinks, but I'm not going to give it... Oh, it wasn't a monk. It was a ninja. I'm going to give it to, actually... Let's just give it to the tank. I normally like to give it to the other DPS, but they didn't use their limit break, and I don't know what held them back on that, so... Oh, and we got one too. That's good. Alright, so I hope this puts us out where I was running to before, because I was actually at Horizon. Perfect. I was at Horizon. The last of our... Let me make sure I'm going right. Last of our Hunter's log, I think is up here. I should have probably looked it up before we went, but I was running up here. But I'm actually going to stop and pick up this quest, so very, very early on in the playthrough, I said... I stopped in Alda and I bought an orange juice. Oh, okay. Side note, this mount, this cloud, this is what I got from the downloadable buying off of Amazon promo. So you're gonna be like Goku riding around Nimbus cloud. It's so cool. I can't wait to get mounts so I can use that one. I love it. I think it's so awesome looking. But, okay, so early on in the series, I bought a orange juice, and this quest coming up is the quest that I bought it for. So very early foresight that I would need this, and I hope they didn't change the quest and they require something else. But and now someone said that they put a person out here that you can actually buy it from, which that, yeah, he's right there. You could have probably just bought it right there, but we're gonna do this one. Swergium. Color your world. It's gonna open up dyeing our clothes, is why I wanted to do it. So, you there. Yes, you. The decisively unfashionable adventurer. Hey, I have great fashion. Look at my stuff here. I look awesome right now. Gods be good. Never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of your fair makes my eyes bleed. Rude. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. It's raining. This is not even hot out. It's raining. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Okay, I swear the first time I came through here, this was not in here, where it told you where to buy it. Or I might have done the click, click, click all the way through it and never saw where to buy it. But I did it in advance. I bought the orange juice, so... Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Yes, I got it. I bought it. Orange juice from Alda. You should pay me more for bringing you stuff from the city. Not that merchant. Gulp. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance, a change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. Okay, she's going to give us 3 pink, white, and blue dyes. Dyeing. You are not able to dye items. To dye a piece of gear, you must first have the proper colorant. Colorant can be crafted or purchased in the stores. Okay. Once you have the proper colorant, dyeing an item is as easy as selecting the dye icon from the Actions and Traits interface. There's no limit how many times you can dye. Similarly, if you wish to paint a housing fixture. I didn't know that. So, I'm really excited because I actually have never owned a house. And with the addition of apartments, we might be able to actually do it. So, can I, Actions and Traits, dye. Whoops. Can I dye... I can only dye my masks, so it's the only thing that I can dye. It's black now. Can we see what it looks like? How do I get to the head? I can't just... What? Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, why is it just focused? So... Oh, okay, I get it. So it's going to tell us which ones we have too, and we have pink, or, don't possess any of those. Bone white. What was the other one we got? We got a blue. Ice blue. I'm just going to leave it what it is, but that's how you dye. That's how you dye. That's how you dye your items. Level 35. Oh god, 50. Okay. So the other thing we wanted to do was we wanted to look for what I'm looking for is, see, I finished everything except for bloated boggy, and if I remember right, it says it's in the footfalls, and if I remember right, they're in here. Oh, it's part of a fate. Cool. So, level 20. So we'll just go ahead and do part of the fate, because we'll get some extra stuff from it when the fate's done. Did we get a experience point? No. Oh god. Get out. Get out the thing. Go. We gotta kill 3 of these? Yes. Alright. So we're just gonna do this really fast. And then we can go turn in the main quest and see what's next. We gotta go back to Painted Mesa. Ooh. And that will leave us open for the next episode to go to the Gold Saucer. Except, we got 9 minutes. We're not gonna be able to do it this episode. So that means I'll probably have to record the next episode right after this. Because it's currently... Wait. No, I don't have to record it. I can go to bed. It's currently Friday night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Which is why you're not seeing a whole lot of people on. But I wanted to get the Gold Saucer and unlock the Lotto so we can buy our... Is that 3? No. So that we can buy our Lotto ticket. Because every Sunday, the Jumbo Cactuar pot, which is the lottery, gets drawn. So I want to be able to do that. Are these people going to do the fate? No. Did I get it? I had to have gotten it. No. Bloated Boggy. Okay. I was probably killing the wrong ones. I was probably killing these Dune Boggies. So I just need one more up here. But yeah, so the Jumbo Cactuar pot. We're gonna go in and we're gonna buy one before it resets every Sunday. So we're gonna buy one before Sunday. There we go. That got it. And then every Sunday we will go check that because I do want to get one of the outfits that's from there. So there is that. Okay. Where do we oh my god, I can't move the mouse. Where do we turn this in? We're gonna get a cool belt from it. The quicksand. So we can just do return. Yes. Oh, so another thing I got from that promo was we got 50 more Aetheryte tickets. So now we have 100 that we have saved up that are gonna make these teleporting around free. And I'm gonna still save them. I'm honestly still gonna save them because not only towards late game of A Realm Reborn, but late game Heaven's Ward has ridiculous like movement. You have to travel so much, so I'm just gonna save it for that. I'm not gonna use it until we get to late game vanilla here. Okay, let's go talk to Painted Mesa. Oh, but before we do that, I wanted to show you actually. So this was the new thing that I got, and let's see if I can. I wish I could make this bigger, but this is the new thing they got. It looks really awesome. I'm not gonna wear it though, cause it has no stats. But we can glamour something later on to look like this. Can we try it on? See, I think it's gonna look cool. She's gonna look like an awesome samurai, and that's in complete anticipation of Stormblood. So it's really cool. What is our? Does that mean role playing? Is there a new symbol that you can put role play? How do I? How would I do that? Is there a new symbol that you can do role play off of? Oh, do we have any titles? No, no titles. I'll have to look into that. I actually did not know that they had that. That's really cool. Off topic, real quick before we talk to him. I love that you can mark yourself as a role player. I used to role play in Lord of the Rings online. And you could actually change the color of your... Yep, they're talking to each other. You could actually change the color of your name to symbolize that you are role playing, and it helped a lot because then you knew who you could talk to when you're running around role playing. So that's really awesome. All right, yes, we went into the Copperbell. I don't know why we're going into an instance right now. I don't remember this being an instance thing, so we'll see. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Alda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Mamadi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Okay. I don't remember why we're in an instance now. We gotta fight someone, probably, that means. Oh, ah! Oh, okay, I remember. There's a scream outside. No! This guy. Obnoxious merchant. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with me own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford meggetty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm gonna say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. Rude guy. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. That is so... That's mature, dude. Like, what the heck? I wouldn't expect that from this game. What an ass. Like, no. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. And no one's gonna help her. They're all scared. Except for us. Please. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear in me mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. Hooligans. We'll stand beside her. And who the hells are you when you're at home? The dog's master? This dog... Who the hells are you when you're at home? What? The dog's master? Okay. I've had enough of this mummer's face. You lot, teach them a lesson. Can't even do his own handiwork. Alright, well, we'll fight these guys. They deserve to get a butt kicking. Take them out. Shouldn't be too hard either. I think we might actually be above level. Yeah, level 11. I think we might actually be pretty above level for this little instance, because we gained a couple levels, and Copperbell Mines was level 17? What was that move? We dodged it, whatever it was. I heard the oh. He's doing it again. Can I move out of it and dodge it? I don't know. I don't know if that's helping at all, but I'm gonna do it. Ugh, I should have stopped at the 7th ale. Oh, they're all drunk. So we're basically fighting drunks in the street who wanna take this girl. Stop bloody gawping at me and give me a hand, will you? No, you're on your own. Oh, what the hell? You can't call your friends. That's not fair. 1 verse 3. You're gonna need some more men. What movie's that from? I can't even remember. You don't have enough men. Oh, yeah, I wish we were that confident. As authaumators, this is what they tell us not to do, is take on more than one at a time. I wonder if this guy comes into the fight. I don't remember him coming into the fight, actually. I think he's too much of a coward. Alright. We did it! That was all she wrote. Duty complete. See what they've got to say to this. Not so tough now. We kicked your butt. This guy's laughing in the background. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. So, desperate damsel, do we, like, meet her again? Did I miss something where she comes in? Because I feel like it would be cool if she was kind of, like, a hidden character. We're having a flashback. I wonder if it's voiced. Probably not. I always hope whenever we have one of these cutscenes that it's voiced. Is there even any words in this one? Not voiced. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. Okay. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Alda has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. Aww. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. There she is, buying. Thank you for your customer, madam. Please come again. See, she bought it. Looking around, you'd think that Alda was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Ah, that's too bad. Are we out of our cutscene? I'm sorry, this was on the screen the whole time. I'm so sorry. It's probably annoying as heck. Madame, are you alright? Yeah, we good. We're still being cheered. And it's raining. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What do we say? What? Saw her buy the meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who's this now? Who said that? It could be anyone. The whole city is against you. He's upset. Grr, I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless the adventure. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about. It's alright. You're welcome. Okay. So we got that done. Time to move on, I think. I think what we're going to do, we're over on the time already. Oh, we're going to get a cutscene. Voiced? Oh, nope. All's well that ends well. Thancred, we meet again. Pray do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable, but I have been watching you ever since you departed Alda. You played the part of envoy to perfection, confident as a woman on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my lady, are quite a marvel, and I confess to being quite taken with you. Oh, Thancred, our boyfriend. But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you could expect to receive. Such selflessness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident, but rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experienced visions, have you not? Well, it just so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me your answer now. Think upon it, and if you feel moved to help us, I pray, and as I pray you shall, speak with Mamadi, the ever-lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Okay. Tell her the scions of the seventh dawn have found their woman, and she will tell you where to find us. Bye, Thancred. See you soon. Cool. So he invited us to some sort of like secret society. Hello, James. Como. Just standing right in front of us. So we're actually going to go do that. We have to for the story, but we can go talk to Mamadi and turn this in. We are going to do that the next episode, however, because we are way over on our time. So next episode, we'll go turn in this main quest. We'll probably unlock the next part. I know where we have to go for the next part, I believe. But we'll just unlock it, and then we're going to do what I've been saying we're going to do, and we're going to go see the gold saucer and see what it has to offer here. So we've got a lot to do in the next episode. The game's really going to open up fairly shortly here for what we can do when we follow the main storyline and stuff like that. So, I'm really excited that we're finally getting to a point where we're going to have some options in what we can do next. I want to thank you guys for all the support on this series. I didn't expect so many people to be interested in Final Fantasy XIV Online or watching videos of it, or especially watching me play it. But if you guys have certain things that you want to see, or you'd like to suggest things that we do, feel free to do that. I love hearing from you guys, and hello person walking in front of the camera, and seeing what you guys want to see from the series. So next time we'll go to the gold saucer. We'll continue the main story. I do want to thank you guys again. Be sure to, if you want to see more of it, be sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye bye everyone.